Aspirational goal, correct. Well, labor, if that's part of, if you're going to use a service provider to do maintenance, that could be considered labor, but not labor in the sense of the hours that your employees work. Yes, sir.
You mentioned the ACDBE goal is 35% and it's an equity position. It's regarding equity position.
Correct.
Now, if you are an ACDBE, you're self-performing, but you're still required for, or you're still, or the agency is still looking for additional
You're required, an ACDBE is required to still make a good faith effort towards achieving that goal. However, your self-performance will count towards the 35% goal.
Yes, and so let's say that you're 100% ACDB owned, not leaving room for a joint venture. So what other aspects can you do to fulfill that goal, knowing that you're going to be self-performing as an ACDBE?
That's where we leave it up to you to be creative. That's been a very common question in terms of, do I need to partner with someone? It depends on your operations. It depends on the package. What we're asking is that you think about it and you make a good faith effort. And if you can't explain it in your proposal as to what efforts you made, what thought you gave to it, and why you couldn't come up with additional ACDBE participation. But it's just not a matter of, we're looking for content and substance in your response. It shouldn't be, I'm 100% ACDBE and I'll be self-performing. Okay, but what good faith efforts did you make to include other ACDBEs in this venture?
But if you were subcontracting ACDBEs, that doesn't give you credit for the ACDBE goal. That gives you the credit on the subcontracting.
Correct, because this ACDBE goal is equity ownership. It's not subcontracting. It's not a subcontracting goal. I think there was a question in the back of the room. No? Any other questions? If not, next is Max Underwood. Yes?
Hello, everyone. I represent finance, and we, as my colleagues can tell you, we give out no gifts to people. Just accountants, and we're going to make this short. I think I have a grand total of one slide. So, okay, a part of the package is financial information, and the requirement is that the proposer must provide financial information for the proposing entity or in a joint venture, the majority owner in any joint venture of affiliated entities would be the one we're looking to provide the financial information. Now, the financial information that we've included in the RFP, it really, the intent of it, we basically are trying to ascertain the financial strength of the entity because we want to assess the ability of the proposing entity to first build out what it says it's going to build out. So, has access to the capital for infrastructure and, has that sort of financing, the ability to finance and that sort of thing, but also the maintenance of the leasehold so that on an ongoing basis you'll be able to pay the bills, carry the working capital, those sorts of things. And then, of course, the ability to follow the terms of the lease, which include the payment of all those charges that Zanola went over, and including, most importantly, the rent. So that's what we're trying to assess. And a large, an important part of that is payment history, sort of like what I've told my children, that a good indicator of your performance in school will be your past performance and how you've done before. So that is an important part of payment history. We're just looking at the most current 12 months. So, we just want to look at the current period. So if there were problems in some distant future, we're really not looking at that, but we're looking at current. So anyway, that's what we're talking about in terms of financial information. So anyway, anyone have any questions? Okay. Martha?
Let's give Max a hand. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today, and I'm what stands between you and the break. So what I'm going to talk about is communication, and I'll try to get through this, but very, very important because I'm going to tell you how to contact us, and I'm also going to tell you how we're going to be contacting you as well. And we've got really two areas. Oh, it's not going to work. Okay, let me go back. Oh, I thought I could go. Is DFW Airport, our website, and procurement. That if you remember those two things, you will know everything there is about communication. Oh, sorry, Max. He's a little taller than me, so he moved this. Can you hear me? Well, see ya. I don't know. How's that? I don't have, okay, better? All right then. Anyway, as Zanola mentioned earlier, our website, remember it, dfwairport.com/opportunities. Very important because we post everything. All our communication to you will be posted on our website. I don't know if this is working. And then also we have senior contract administrators. Thank you. Okay, how's this, better? Okay, and we have senior contract administrators with our procurement department, and they will be our other major arm in the communication process. So again, for RFP, all our supporting documents, all the presentations you have today, go to our website. When you have questions are allowed for RFP clarification as well, mainly just for clarification, any question you might have about our RFPs that are on the street or even our process. What you need to do is in writing email the senior contract specialist in procurement. They are the means to getting you all the information you need. After you ask the question, they will then coordinate a response, and then we will post addendums on our website every Friday. So it's important for you to go to our website every Friday because any clarification, any question anybody has asked will be posted there. When you ask a question, we will not go back and personally answer your question. Instead, we'll say, please keep an eye on our website. We'll post the question and the answer there on Friday. And we try to turn it around very, very quickly. And so that's really important. And then after that process, after all the proposals are due and you're not able to ask us any more questions at that point, if you are selected for an interview, our procurement department will contact you in writing as well as by phone to schedule the interview. So again, you'll hear from them. When you are recommended for an award or if you are not recommended for an award, then our procurement department will contact you. And we do offer debriefs, so you can schedule a debrief whether you're awarded or not. But the debriefs must be scheduled within 7 days after the board approves. So again, if you can remember our website and remember it's through procurement that we do all our communication, then that's half the battle right there. So on our website, what I wanted to do here is again, Zanola went over this slide this morning, very important. All the information we have is on the website. When you go to that link, this is what you see. This is what it looks like. So you're going to have to scroll down a little bit. And when you start, what you'll see is on the right-hand side, that's our opportunity database. That is if you are interested in getting on our email list, you need to go out there and register. And then underneath that is our concessionaire partner list. What we have are folks that if you're looking for someone who may be an ACDBE or MWBE and you want to partner with them, You can go out there and see who's interested, who has registered with us. You might need construction resources or somebody in a certain discipline. It's important to go out, look at the list, and you can see who is registered with us and who is interested at doing business at DFW. And then again, we continue to scroll. On the right-hand side, we have financial resources as well as some construction resources. If you're looking for capital, if you have capital questions or need some capital funding. Also, our tenant design manual is on the website. And then, again, you keep scrolling, you get to the RFP information, where the RFP, where all the descriptions are, where that's located. Keep going down a little bit, and then you come to the addendums. And this is where every week you'll see another one. They're numbered, give you a high-level overview of the questions that are in there. And then underneath that are all our presentations. So what we, for our terminals B and E, Sanji Kilian, who couldn't be with us today, she is the senior contract administrator. She will be doing all the coordination. And this information, again, is in the RFP as well as going to be in the website. For the sponsorship for Wi-Fi and content management, Miriam Seymour is, and I believe she's here, but I don't know if she's in the room. She may not have got, oh, there she is. All right, Miriam. She's going to be our procurement contract for sponsorship for Wi-Fi and content management. So our key dates, what we have for terminals B and E. Again, you are allowed to ask us questions throughout this whole process. The final questions have to be received by January 4th. So after January 4th, we will not answer any more questions you have regarding the RFP. And that's for terminals B and E. The proposals are due January 16th for B and E. If there are interviews, we're targeting May 9th through the 11th. And then to go to board on June 7th. Yeah, there's a question back there. I'm sorry. 2012. Okay, thank you. Sorry, we'll fix that. Yes, it's 2012. For sponsorship for Wi-Fi and content management, final question and answers due November 4th. That is 2011. That is in a couple of weeks. And proposal due date is November 18th. And, okay. Also, what's really important to note is that after the board, you are recommended and the board approves the recommendation, we need to have your JV agreements finalized and approved by our BDD department, as well as have the lease signed. We have a 30-day window to getting all the JV agreements approved and all the leases signed. So that's a very important, very key date. The other thing I wanted to mention is approximately 60 to 90 days after the approval, we will have a new tenant concessionaire meeting, so then we can explain the process for the build out and what you can expect to us as through the TRIP process. Is there any questions on what I've discussed so far? Okay, so now before we go to break, just want to mention a couple of things. First, I want to mention the survey. We gave you a survey when you walked in. It's important. Please fill that out. We really want to be able to improve all our meetings. So please fill it out. We're really taking it to heart, the information. We do want your feedback. In Zanola?
Yep, couple more housekeeping items. If you need an exit pass, they will be outside at the desk, so make sure that you get that if you're in need of an exit pass to not have to pay. And there's also some cards outside that has all the information on it as it relates to our website and our key phone numbers.
Okay, great. Again, after the break, we have a 15-minute break. After the break, Terminals B and E, we're going to regroup here. We're going to continue to go through the process. We're going to go through the RFP in much more detail. And for sponsorship for Wi-Fi and content management, you're in the Europe room, which is to the right, and that is where you will regroup. Thank you again very much.